Hey, what's up everyone? It's Doug here with Retro Geek Gaming, bringing you a last-minute Nintendo Switch video. We're 2 days out from the Nintendo Switch being released. Very excited about that. I really just cannot wait to get my workday done so I can start my weekend, so that way I can go pick that sucker up first thing Friday morning. But I wanted to go ahead and talk a little bit about the Nintendo Indies that were announced coming to the Switch. Make sure that you put down in the comments below what games you are the most excited for. But I gotta tell you, this is just, for me, further confirmation that the Switch is going to be a good system. Because it already has more games coming out of the gate than the Wii U. And you know, a lot of people want to give the Switch hell. Because there's not a very good launch library of games, and I still don't see what you're talking about. I mean, you have literally a giant open world Zelda game that's probably going to take hundreds of hours to complete. Day one. You can also pick up Sniper Clips, Shovel Knight, Fast RMX. You can pick up a ton of games. Plus, based on what we've seen with the Nintendo Indies coming out, Blaster Master 0. Yes! Love me some Blaster Master. Gonna be picking that game up. I can't remember the name of it now. It's like some kind of a snake game. Looked interesting. Looked like it was kind of like a little physics-based puzzle game. Seems nice. Death Fleeing or whatever it is, that looks pretty good too. There's a ton of great indie games that are coming out between now and then. SteamWorld Dig 2, of course. Just all kinds of great games coming out. So for as many indie games that are coming out, and for as many first-party games that are coming out between now and the end of the year, this seems like a much better launch lineup than what the Wii U got. I'll pass on a few third-party developer games because honestly, I'm probably going to save this for a whole other video in itself. But I think that when it comes to Nintendo, there's a completely different standard. It's relevant in their DLC. It's relevant in their third-party announcements. It's a completely different standard for Nintendo. So I'll pass on a few lacking third-party games to get those great first-person titles. But we are 2 days out from the Switch being launched. We have a ton of great stuff that's coming out. A ton of great games that have been announced, not just from these indies. Would still like to have a little bit more information as far as how certain things work, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal to have that information on the online network right now because it's not going to be relevant until, like, I think the fall or the holiday. So it's not going to be relevant for a while, really. I would like more virtual console stuff in there, but based on what I've seen of the indies being announced and stuff like that, no real big worries there. But that's just my 2 cents. It's a real quick video. A lot of great stuff that was announced recently, especially at the Nintendo Indie showcase, whatever you want to call it. Oh, man. What are you looking forward to the most? And then here's the exciting thing. Konami basically said that they might bring back other games if Bomberman R does good. Which, of course, duh, Konami. You should make console games. You're going to learn real quick that that's where your money really should be invested in. So maybe we'll see a Castlevania come back? Maybe we'll see Silent Hill come back on the Switch? That would be interesting. I don't know. Only time will tell. So, we got 2 things to put down in the comments below. 1, what do you guys want to play the most out of the announced Nintendo indie games? For me, SteamWorld Dig 2, but also Blaster Master 0. Even though a tad bit, little bit disappointed in Blaster Master 0 because it's kind of like a pseudo remake of the original NES game that I already have. But at least there's enough new stuff in there for the multiplayer and stuff like that to where he'll probably just feel like it's a whole new game anyway. And then, if Konami does continue to make games for the Switch, what game do you want to see the most come back to the Switch? Love to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a good one. And please join me in 2 days when I get my Switch, pick it up, and I unbox it for you. And yeah, hopefully you'll join me for all that. It's going to be really exciting. Really looking forward to it. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you next time.